live show, I just want to quickly discuss strategy and an issue that came up recently with one of my clients. He was talking about strategy and implementation and all kinds of other stuff. And one of the things I asked him was, well, what is strategy to your mind, and how does it deal with leadership? And he said, well, strategy is about all the maneuvers you're going to do and everything like that. And I looked at him and I said, wait a second, time out. That's not what strategy is. If we look, for instance, in Stephen Covey's book about the 7 habits of really effective people, he tells us that there's 2 steps to strategy. There's, the leadership step and the management step. Or in military terms or in business terms, you can also say it's the strategic step and the tactical step, or the operative step, if you want to go all 3 levels. One of the things we really want to try and focus on is understanding that strategy isn't the plan, and it certainly isn't the maneuvers. There's 2 stages in every strategic process. In Jewish thought, it's actually very interesting. You can hear this every Friday night. In the song Lecha Dodi, it says, Besof ma'aseh machshava tchila, right? The eventual act, the thing you're going to be doing, the maneuvers you're going to do, all the tactics you're going to do, any operations you're going to put into play, they start with a thought. They start with something that you're thinking about, something that's driving you forward, something that wants to manifest in this world. Strategy is about taking that thought and giving it shape and understanding what are the major steps that you need to do, not the maneuvers, not the implementation, but the major maneuvers we need to do in order to get there. And that takes a great deal of leadership. That's a leadership function, as opposed to a management function. Management function would be the implementation, the organization, the what resources am I putting to what and why and how. And it's very important to make this differentiation in leadership and in followership. When you're dealing with a leader, the leader should be speaking about strategy at any level. Like even in small teams, the leader talks about strategy and expects that the other people will manage themselves well enough to engage in tactics and implement the strategy that has been put into place. So it doesn't really matter what size organization we're talking about or what size group we're talking about. You have to understand that strategy and tactics, or leadership and management, they go hand in hand, but they're not the same thing. And if we really want to engage strategy well, then we have to come at it from a leadership perspective. If we want to implement very well, then one of the things we can do is come at it from a management perspective. Self-leadership, self-management. Organizational leadership, organizational management. Part of what I do when I work with an organization, a small business or a startup, is we try and understand the differentiation here and really focus on strategy and leadership so that implementation can take place. When I work with a client who wants to move into a new position, wants to have better relations with their boss so that they can get that great promotion, or they're looking to move jobs, we talk about the strategy of it, the self-leadership that we have to engage in, and how we want to do this, and what are the thoughts that are driving us forward, and how are we going to do this. And then we actually put into place certain implementations, certain tactics that we're going to use in order to demonstrate our capabilities, our followership, how we've been really good as a team member, how we've helped our organization move forward. Hope this brief 5 minutes has helped you better understand the difference between strategy and tactics, and also leadership and management. And if you have any questions, comment away. Here we go.